Bakker, thanks for coming back. Mimosa Pudica, or the sensitive plant, the plant you touch and it curls up. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen them growing in Australia before. They're quite a neat plant. Now, this plant has been really pushed hard lately, big time, on the internet for parasites. Now, I can tell you guys that there are probably over 1,000 Ayurvedic plants that are touted as being good for parasites. Ayurvedic medicine is very big, and it's becoming a big flavor of the month. Many plants that have been used in the Ayurvedic system now, one by one, are popping up to be used in the Western world, but I think they're being taken out of context. I think there are definitely pros for this plant. They seem to be very gynecological and fertility and blood sugar based. A plant like Mimosa Pudica has many different chemical constituents in it and can have a profound effect on multiple systems of the body. Okay, but you need to be very careful not falling into the trap. The con is, well, the plant's not a con, I'm not saying that, but we're talking about the con off the pro, okay? So, but the con side or the downside to me is it's not a cure-all for parasites. It's not just something you take and it's the world's most wonderful thing ever for parasites. Right? These plants have been used for thousands of years for so many different conditions. And there's specific ways they're made, these formulations are made. If you look at some of the very complicated Ayurvedic formulas where Mimosa Pudica was put into, they contain up to 20 or 30 different Ayurvedic herbs made in a very particular way, not just grinding up the seed or putting the seed in a capsule and swallowing that. Okay? When you do that, all sorts of different symptoms can occur in the body. All sorts of effects can occur, which you may think is an anti-parasite or a cleansing regime, but it's not. So don't fall for it. Be very careful. Everyone's quick to jump on the bandwagon with the next herb and the next herb to come out. Right? If you look at Tulsi or holy basil, for example, that's been touted to cure anything from acne, fertility, baldness, syphilis, erectile dysfunction, dementia. I mean, you name it, that's supposed to cure that kind of disease. People in India have this fascination with plants where, particularly when a plant is revered, it's touted as curing every disease known to mankind. And that's the con. Right? So we haven't really properly studied or analyzed all these Ayurvedic plants or know what their uses are. We know that they're often generally regarded as safe, GRAS, so that they're in that category. But whether they cure or have the same effect on parasites that herbs like wormwood do and black walnut and garlic, that still remains to be seen. They haven't really been long enough in Western medicine for them to be studied or analyzed on a large population base yet. But I think there is definitely something there, but just be careful not to take Mimosa Pudica on its own in large doses thinking you're going to eradicate or cure parasites, because it generally doesn't work like that. Be careful. Thanks for tuning in.